Hey guys, 2016 has been a really cool year for me, guys. So I was asked to give my year in review. So here we go. In January, my siblings and I got to attend the NAMM show, where I got to see Weird Al Yankovic in person, which was pretty cool for me. Big fan of some of his music. And also, I got to have coffee with Johnny Depp. I'm not even kidding. So what actually happened was, I was sitting at a Starbucks there at the NAMM show, and I just was barely conscious of a guy behind me who's wearing dark coat, fedora, kind of sitting there on his phone. And I only saw him about maybe 2 times. And it wasn't until I got home that day that pictures were surfacing of Johnny Depp singing at one of the booths at the NAMM show, and I realized that was the guy I had seen at Starbucks. He was literally sitting behind me while I was enjoying my Starbucks coffee. So I like to say that I had coffee with him, though he probably doesn't even know me from Adam's cat. Johnny Depp, if you're watching, that was me, the guy with the huge family that was up at the table there. I'm sure you remember me because my back was to you, and that's, you know, it was great to see you. I hope to see you again soon. February was my 21st birthday. Sharing a birthday with my twin is something I've done basically ever since I can remember. And I've been trying for 21 years to blow all the candles out first. For some reason, I've lost that battle every single time.
Happy birthday!
So, 2017 is my year. Also, a really cool thing that happened that month, my siblings and I got to perform at the Musco Center for the Arts at Chapman University. We were the first concert there at the Musco Center. Also appearing that day were a couple of Chapman's a cappella groups and the Mariachi Divas. So that was really awesome to take that stage. It's a beautiful stage. If none of you have been to the Musco Center yet, make it a point to come out there sometime, because it is a really, really neat place. In March, nothing happened. At least I really couldn't come up with anything. I mean, I'm sure I was alive. I was pretty sure I was alive then. I just really don't remember anything special going on then. So yeah. April was another really cool month. The Chapman University singers and my band got to perform Carol Barnett's Bluegrass Mass, the world beloved, a bluegrass mass. It is a brilliant piece of music, and we got to perform the entire thing. It was a really, really neat night. Later on that month, Peter Frampton came to campus. Yes, that Peter Frampton was on Chapman University's campus, and my siblings and I got to meet him. That doesn't happen every day. The month of May was a really big month because my siblings and I all graduated from Chapman University. We all had such a great time at Chapman, made so many great friends, such a huge part of our lives. It was definitely a bittersweet time to leave, but you know, a couple of us may come back for grad programs. Well, James already has. The whole thing would not have been possible without Dr. Ruben Martinez's help of getting us in, so shout out to him. We had to leave several things behind, one of which was our internet radio show. My siblings and I DJ'd a bluegrass radio show there on chapmanradio.com. Some of you may remember that. And when we graduated, you know, the show ended. That same month, we got to appear on Tim Conway Jr.'s radio show. That was really special for us. Who knew that Tim Conway Jr. loved bluegrass music? He does. That's awesome. In June and July, my siblings and I went on tour again. We went out to Jefferson, Texas. Some of you remember me talking about Jefferson before. Love that place. Wonderful town. Wonderful people. Every morning, we go to the Jefferson General Store for a 5-cent cup of coffee. Just would not be a trip to Jefferson without that. We also went to Pontotoc, Mississippi, and got to visit all of our friends at Wise Family Farms, and put a concert on there too. Man, we we really enjoy that. That's the first place I ever had a tomato sandwich. Where has that been my whole life? Man, I love those things. Later on in July, my siblings and I released our very first album since 2012. This has been a long time in the making, and we were so excited to get out traveling. It is available on Amazon and iTunes, also through our website, WimberleyBluegrassBand.com. In case you were wondering, yes, I did write a few of the songs on here, like "Oh, With This Chevy Truck and Me," "Saddleback Hill," "The Lost Will Find Redemption." What a fantastic time we had making this on Chapman's campus. I will put the link to this on CD Baby in the description. In August, this album got an article written about it on Where Else? Bluegrass Today. What? To have a write-up on Bluegrass Today is a really huge deal for us. My siblings and I love reading Bluegrass Today and keeping up on all the articles and basically what's happening in the bluegrass world, and to have an entire article about ourselves was super cool. In September, I uploaded the GIF song on my channel, which marks the first time I actually got involved in the YouTube community. So if it were not for that video in September, you would not have this video in December. In October, I got my very first smartphone, which gave rise to the discovery of Snapchat.
Good evening, I'm Vincent Price. Ha 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 ha.
And also just completely changed the way I communicate with people, because before, some of you have seen the little brick of a phone I used to use before that hardly did anything right, and I used to annoy the daylights out of people with that. In November, I attempted my very first novel with the NaNoWriMo organization, which I chronicled through my personal blog, markwimberley.blogspot.com, and my YouTube channel, which you have found. Congratulations. And that brings us to December, which was a really great month. I got to celebrate Christmas a little bit more now that I'm off from college. I also got some really cool Christmas gifts. For example, this chair, this shirt, this sweater, these suspenders, and this tie clip. And I also got a bendable tripod, which I would show you, but right now it's actually holding up the phone that's taking this video. But I wanted to give it for a test spin, so I mean, when someone asked for my year in review, I said perfect time for this. I also received a letter in the mail that says, "Dear Mark, I have decided that if you were a stuffed animal, you would be a sock monkey. If I were a stuffed animal, I would be a sock monkey? And since you love reindeer, a sock monkey reindeer seemed the perfect fit. At the very least, he could be a friend for Olive." And here he is. I was informed that his name is Themistocles Moosefeather. He has been sitting next to Olive, who you probably remember from my last video. And so Themistocles has been added now to the family. Way to go, Thermy. Big shout out to Black Diamond Strings. I got a few sets of strings in the mail just before Christmas. So that was a great present as well. Anyway, that has been my year in review. Thanks so much for tuning in and sharing and liking and commenting on this video. Be sure and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see some more. I hope you've had a good year, and I will see you all in 2017. May the roads rise to meet you, may the wind be always with you, and may the Lord bless you and keep you until we meet again. See ya.